Brian Palavai, Run Far here with Timothy Olson before the 2014 Hardrock 100. How are you, Timothy?
Doing well. Yeah, how about you?
Doing great. In Silverton.
Yeah.
Always all right.
Yeah, a wonderful town.
How long have you been dreaming of doing Hardrock?
Many years. Last 4, basically. Well, actually, you know, I rolled into Ashland, Oregon, 2008 when Kyle destroyed this course, and I had really no clue what he accomplished, being a very greenhorn at the time. But you know, just being in Oregon, you hear all about that, having just quite the crew of runners. I mean, Hal, Ian Torrance was there at the time. Even Tony was there hanging out for a little while. So I was brought right into the ultra running scene, and everyone around me was crushing records or winning races. Hal was winning Western, Kyle was winning Hardrock, and so quite the crew to be around.
So not only have you been looking forward to Hardrock, you were sort of born into ultra running. Having this as one of the pinnacles.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I knew this was the ultimate challenge, and I'm here for the ultimate challenge. So.
Yeah, you seem to draw a lot of either energy or inspiration, I don't know what you want to call it, from your surroundings. What are you most excited about at Hardrock?
Well, I've been here for, well, not here in Silverton, but in Colorado for a month now, and all over the place. I've got to run on 80 to 90% of the course, so know it well. And you know, I don't have a favorite spot on the course. It's all just incredible. I'm just I'm blown away, and the first few weeks were, you know, kind of lifting up the jaw through that, and then you just kind of get a little more comfortable with the area. Realize that yeah, there are massive mountains and they're going to be a challenge, but I'm so stoked to run this. I'm just to link up the whole route, see it all, get to experience it with all the amazing runners that are out there, and having I have a bunch of family here cheering me on, so inspiring me. So I have family in the mountains to inspire me on. So it's gonna be a good day.
It seems like as much as you know, get that positive energy and inspiration from beautiful scenery and your family and whatnot, you also draw a lot of strength from the harder it is, the really hard stretches of UTMB. I just see you like get into it, and
yeah,
that seems there's plenty of that here for you to go into beast mode, or
many good chances to be stripped to my core and you know, just see what I'm made of that day. And it's gonna be a special day, and however it works out, you know, I'd love to finish it. I'd love to get to that rock and kiss it, and you know, I'm definitely hoping for a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
But you know, that's I'm just inspired to be here and draw energy from the earth as I pass through, and just you know, just really experience this land and with some amazing people. It's going to be quite incredible seeing, you know, having that. Hopefully, I can stick with some of the leaders and watching, you know, the likes of Killian, Seb, Julian, Dakota, on and on, Joe, Grant. Like, it's just incredible runners out there, and I'm stoked to be a part of them, and hopefully I can hang on with them for a while and just kind of see how it goes.
There's a lot of characters in that front group who similarly draw energy and inspiration from around them. Like Killian obviously displays that passion. Seb, Joe, I mean, probably all of them, but and they're very vocal about the chatter up front. I imagine, like, at least when you're descending.
Yeah, descending. There'll be lots of so at least me. I know I'm a big breather. I'm going to be trying to grasp as much air as I can whenever I can. But maybe the descents we can talk a little bit if Killian doesn't fly away. So yeah. Is it fair to say that you've spent the last 6 months kind of preparing for this race? So your time in Southern California, Transparent Canaria, Transvolcania? Yeah, yeah, definitely preparing for this race. I mean, once I got into this race, it was like this excuse, like, oh, I can just do vert every day. I don't have to worry about getting, you know, fast and as much as I would in like Western States years. So, and that's just what I love. I mean, living in SoCal was wonderful. I just run up to the top of a peak, being Mount Wilson or Mount Baldy, you know, relatively every day. And then here, I've been just getting up to big peaks and just enjoying it. And like, I go for big runs by myself or with some friends, kind of showing me the routes. Had a lot of really awesome runs with some friends out here, and then I've done some big, like, 5-hour plus days hiking with Tristan on my back and Krista, so we've experienced it as well together. And I think that just, like, that's what makes this race special, is just getting to share it with so many awesome people, along with, you know, connecting with yourself, so doing my own runs, but, you know, getting to have fun with your family up there and watching Tristan running around, which I've definitely been impressed. He's like, you know, we get him out of our thing and he's running at, you know, 10 or 11,000 feet. I'm like, I'm dying up here. I don't know how he's doing so well. So it's cool, and it just, you know, motivates me to have a fun day out there.
Yeah. Obviously, the previous 2 years, you prepared, not only did you have great races at Western, you had to prepare meticulously and really nail that. Yeah. Do you feel like you've nailed your Hardrock preparation as well as...
I think so. I mean, like, you know, I've had lots of really good training, lots of long days in the mountains, and this race at like Western, I knew I was really like fast and strong and ready to go. I was doing a lot of like, you know, descending to really pound the quads. In this race, I've just spent a lot of time up at altitude, and it's different. Like, I've never really lived at altitude, so being it there, you know, you're more sluggish, you're slower, and you recover a little bit slower. And so that's, you know, I've had to learn that it's okay to recover a little bit more, or you're going to be going slower. And it's just kind of funny. The other day I did from Grouse Gulch to Cunningham with my pacer Jamil, and we did it, and we took some breaks and had a good time, and we did it just the other day. Jamil sent me like a little message saying we did it about the time Kyle did, which, I mean, Kyle was running you know, for a long time prior to that. But it's just kind of cool to realize that hiking, enjoying the mountains, is the race pace. And, you know, that first bit of the race is definitely going to take a lot out of you. But if you can just keep moving forward towards the end there, you can, you know, you can accomplish it, and you can do it in a decent time. So it's just like I did last year, UTMB, suffering through it and just not stopping, just being really... you know, just present there, taking each step. It's very important. Don't need to stop too much, and if you do have to rest up against a tree for a little bit to grab your breath, that's okay. You know, take it and just keep rolling and not get just, you know, stay positive. So
knowing that, not a slow pace, but a very steady effort at Hardrock was what Kyle's pace was. How do you prepare yourself to be with Seb and Killian and Timmy or Dakota and, you know, this crew that has a ton of talent, and somebody could go out fast?
Yeah, I'm going to be running my own race as much as I can, hiking my own race as much as I can. You know, the crew out there is, I mean, this will be the race that probably the most talent I've ever run in. I mean, just these people are seasoned vets with the running and legends. Killian is just, you know, he inspires me more than anyone out in the mountains, and I'm looking forward to running with him, and it'll be a good time. And you know, he might get ahead, and I'm going to try not to worry about that. In this race, a 20-minute lead can easily, you know, you can catch that back up. So I'm not going to like...
An hour at 15 miles out
is not a big deal. No. So I'm going to be very aware of that and try to run my own race, and know that I, you know, got to try to save something for those last, you know, 50 miles, because that altitude's going to kick you, and it's going to be a doozy. Like, there's, you know, no way around it. We're going to be hurting, and that's just taking that and just being aware of it, and not getting frustrated with how you're moving at a certain time, getting through that, you know, listening to your body, taking care of yourself, and then just continuing to move forward. So that's all I can do.
You've known a lot of people who won this race. I mean, close personal friends. Have you got any good advice out of Hal or Kyle or?
Yeah, I mean, I've got little tidbits. You know, Hal is a good friend of mine, so he's given me some pointers, and you know, kind of just told me a little bit what he did for his race, and that's like in my mind. So this race, more than any other race, I know it a lot more coming into it. Like the first couple times I did Western, I didn't really know the names of the aid stations, or, you know, just where I should really give it. And this one, I think I've studied it a little bit more than most races, so I feel a little bit more prepared. And I think it was kind of preparation, just mentally preparing for what's out there. And yeah, so, but I mean, once race day comes, I don't have a plan. I'm gonna go when I feel good, and I'm gonna try to take care of myself when I'm feeling really shitty. So we'll see how.
Obviously, you want to run your own race. I'm sure you've thought about winning would be awesome. Have you thought about, I mean, like 23-23? Is that at all in your mind? Like,
I mean, I know the numbers, so yes, it's in my mind, but I won't be focusing on times or anything. I won't have anyone really giving me splits. I'll just be focusing on trying to stay those leaders and just try not to blow up spectacularly.
Will you wear a watch during the race then?
Yeah, I'll wear a watch, but more so, you know, just kind of have some rough idea of when to eat. I'm not meticulous on, you know, every 20 minutes or something like that, but just making sure if like an hour's passed, oh, I should probably put some food in me, or, you know, just what time it is, just roughly, just being a little bit aware of what's going on.
Having spent some time up here over the last couple of weeks, have you found yourself able to eat at the highest elevations, or are you going to time that for lower elevations and whatnot?
No, I've seemed to being able to stomach it well. I have been using a hypoxico tent a little bit. Being in SoCal, I started with a little bit and then used it a little bit out here as well. And I definitely spent some time in there at 12,000 plus feet. And I feel like I've done some hiking around here, and early on I think it'll be easy, and it'll just be see what happens. 15, 20 hours into the race if I can get food down.
Just like any 100.
Yeah, just like any 100. So, but I seem to be able to eat at 12,000 feet. So I think that won't be a huge problem. But you never know race day. Like I could be spewing all over the place. So my stomach is normally good for that department. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. Well, best of luck out there, Timothy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And bonus question for you. Can't help but ask you.
Yeah.
Just over a week ago, Western States 100. What do you think?
Oh, awesome. Incredible to watch. Rob had a killer race. Stephanie had a killer race. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
It was really fun to watch. It was difficult not to be a part of it because it's been such a huge part of my life and the last few years, and it brings back lots of memories and lots of good times. And it was fun to watch it. I had this in the back of my mind, and this is what I'm really excited for. So it wasn't terribly hard to watch it go on, and but I definitely, Rob was just killing it out there, and I didn't really think about my course record until that day, and then when he was like right there, I thought he was gonna get it, and I was like, good for him. Like I hope he gets it, because that's what records are for, is to be broken and to motivate people. And I know Rob was super motivated for this race this year, and stoked that he just laid out a good time.
Were you able to transport yourself back into the stretches that during your course record run?
Yeah, I could definitely when they were going through sections, it took me back to those times. And I mean, gosh, I've had really crappy experiences, or not crappy experiences, feeling really bad through the Cal streets. And so what Rob did on the Cal streets, is just phenomenal. And that kid can just blaze. It's awesome. And it's cool to be with the group of so many amazing runners coming out into ultra running. A lot of fast dudes. There were so many at Western this year, and it's fun to just watch.
Nice. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah. Nice. FedEx.
Brian Powell of I Run Far here with Bob Loomis, package delivery service, babysitter, crew manager.
Thank you, Bob. You got my FedEx packages.
Good stuff.
Yeah, they're all
special delivery.
I don't know what they are.
And back to our regular scheduled program.